Hello everyone, welcome to the channel The Twins Academy. This is the episode number 4 of discussion of O-level paper 5054 variant 1-2. So let's start the last episode of the discussion of this paper. Question number 31. The power consumption of a microwave oven is 1500 watt. Power is given. Cost of 1 kilowatt hour of electrical energy is 24 cents. So they have given the cost per unit. What is the cost of using microwave oven for 10 minutes? Okay. We know that the number of units formula is power in watts divided by 1000 multiplied by time in hours. So we have to convert minutes into hours divided by 60 hours. Since it's the kilowatt, so we have to divide it power by 1000. So substitute the values 1500 over 1000 multiplied by 10 over 60. So when we have solved this, it was 0.25 kilowatt hours. Now what was the rate? For 1 kilowatt hour, it was 24 cents. So for cost, what we will do, we will multiply this value with 24 and the answer will be 6 cents. So option A is the correct answer. Number 32. A coil of wire above a magnet is dropped. Okay. As the coil falls over the magnet, EMF is induced across the coil. Done. What does not affect the magnitude of the EMF induced across the coil? So we have to check which option is not possible, or in other words, which is not the dependence of induced EMF. Changing the number of turns of the wire, it will definitely affect. So option A is not possible. Changing the strength of magnetic field from the magnet, yes, it affects. So it is not possible. Changing the height, h, from which the coil is dropped, it will definitely affect. Changing the direction of magnet, so north pole is at the bottom, it doesn't matter. It will not affect the magnitude. So option A affects the magnitude, option B affects the magnitude, option D, but option C cannot affect the magnitude. So option C is the correct answer. Number 33. The result of alpha particles scattering experiment gives the evidence of the which of the following? Nuclear fusion? No. Radioactive decay? No. Existence of isotopes? No. The size of the nucleus? Yes. So you have to learn the learning outcomes of the alpha particle scattering experiment. Size of nucleus is smaller than the size of the atom. Dense nucleus. Nucleus carry positive charge. The nuclear atom. So all these are the results of alpha particle scattering experiment. Number 34. A nucleus of an isotope of cobalt is represented by this symbol. What is the composition of this nucleus? CO 59 27. This represents value of A. This represents value of Z. A is the sum of protons plus neutrons. Z represents number of protons. So number of protons 27. So these two options are cancelled out. Now we have to count the number of neutrons. We know that number of neutrons are A minus Z. It means 59 minus 27 gives you 32. So which option is correct now? Option A is the correct answer. The only stable isotope of gold, Au, has 79 protons and 118 neutrons in a nucleus of an atom. How many electrons are there in the neutral atom of this isotope? Now the term neutral atom is used, and we know that neutral atoms mean number of protons are equal to number of electrons. So how many protons were there? 79. So what will be the answer? Option B. Okay. Number 36. A sample of radioactive isotope with a very large or very long half-life is placed next to a detector. Sheets of different materials are inserted at one time between the radioactive sample and the detector. Okay. The background count is subtracted from the readings on the detector and the corrected count rates are recorded in the table. Okay. Which type of radiations are emitted by the radioactive sample? Okay, we know that alpha particles can be stopped by paper, beta particles can be stopped by aluminium or aluminum, and gamma particles can be stopped by lead. Without sheet, what was the reading? 450. Okay. Aluminium, so it is related with beta, lead related with gamma, paper sheet related with alpha. Okay, let's start from alpha. So when thin sheet is placed, is there any drastic change? No. It means alpha is absent. So alpha, alpha, these two values are discarded. After placing aluminum, reading has changed? Yes. From 450, it has dropped to 381. So it means beta is present. And in this option, there was no beta. So straightway option C is the correct answer. If we will go through the lead, then reading from 381 has again decreased to 285. So it means both beta and gamma were present during that emission of radiation. In a fusion reactor, which particle causes uranium 235 nucleus to split? Which particle is this? Neutron. So this is related with learning or memorization. So new MCQ related with the different parts of the nuclear reactor. What is the purpose of moderators? We know that moderators always slow down the neutrons in order to continue the chain reaction. So again, this is related with learning. Number 39. In which region of electromagnetic spectrum does sun radiate the most energy? Microwave no, radio waves no, X-rays no, infrared. So for MCQ number 39, option A is the correct answer. Number 40. Again, this is related to the memorization or learning. Four of the stages of a life cycle of a star until it becomes a red giant are shown. W. Inward force of gravitational attraction is balanced by outward force from its center. X. Internal gravitational collapse produces an increase in temperature. Why? It expands. Most of the hydrogen has been converted to helium. So we know that when it becomes a red giant, then at the end of that, it expands. So it's mean we have to look for this one. Option A is wrong. Option C is wrong. Okay. Now for X. Internal gravitational collapse produces an increase in temperature. And what was W? Inward force of gravitational attraction is balanced. This will be the second step and this will be the first step. So X, W, Z and Y. So which option is correct? Option D is the correct answer. Thank you very much for watching the video. Stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum.